Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. It is November 7th. And yeah, y'all, so I am excited about the outcome of the election. But when I tell you, people are going in, okay? So I have never, and Christians are really showing, number one, how much they don't read the Bible. They don't know the Bible, okay? Because they are doing the complete opposite of what the Bible says, and they voted in complete opposition of the Bible. So I have family members that are, saying stuff. I have social media friends that are saying stuff. And I say social media friends because these are people that I do not interact with in my life. There are people that I've known throughout the years. We went to school together, stuff like that. But they're not in my circle, right? So, if they unfriend me, if they block me, I could care less because I don't talk to them outside of social media. But yeah, they're, saying stuff, people blocking, people unfriending, people, saying the election was stolen, it was rigged, all the stuff that, Trump and Trump supporters were saying happened in 2020. Oh, that's not true, y'all, blah, 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 blah. Now, all of a sudden, it's rigged, it's stolen. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that stuff. So, y'all, however you voted, at the end of the day, that's your right as an American citizen. That is your, if you vote how you want to vote, right? Both side people have viewpoints that one side they agree with the most. And as for me, I took character out of it, because if you think about the Bible, God, all the people that God used in the Bible, none of them were perfect. David was an adulterer. David was a murderer, right? Paul was killing Christians. Peter was cussing and cutting off ears. Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. Rahab was a prostitute. So you have all these people. Moses was a killer. So you have all these people in the Bible that were not perfect, but God still used them. You have King Cyrus. He was not a God follower or believer of God at all, but God still used him. So people want to say, oh, well, Trump, he's not a Christian. He doesn't have godly values. Okay, so what? So what? At the end of the day, I'm not going to vote to have a man in the bathroom with me. Period. I don't care if he has on a dress, makeup, some heels, and a wig. It was not safe for biological women to be in public spaces where they are vulnerable. You had in California men in the spa with women and little girls walking around naked because they identified as a female. You have women who have been sexually assaulted. Now you're saying you have no choice but to let a grown man come in this bathroom with you, or come in this locker room with you, or come in this spa with you. You have children learning about gender and sex and homosexual stuff in the classroom. That is the parents' job, not the teachers or the government's job. You have parents who were having their rights stripped away because they did not want their child to transition to something that they were not born as. You have people upset that children cannot mutilate their bodies, cannot get on hormone blockers to stop their natural production. And it is sick. You have people upset because the reality is there are only two genders. The reality is God ordained marriage between a biological man and a biological woman. You have people trying to take away your right to freedom of speech and call it misinformation and disinformation and hate speech and all this other stuff when it is nothing but the truth. Then you have people saying, oh, well, if you can't handle the truth, need to be in this conversation. You're not talking truth. You're talking a bunch of crap. You're not talking truth. You're talking about the lies and stuff that you're hearing on these news outlets. And people want to get in politics. You don't know the history. You don't know the Constitution. You don't know the amendments and all the other stuff that was put in place for American citizens. But yet you want to have political conversations. And then you want to get upset when whoever you're debating with knows what they're talking about, but because it doesn't fit the agenda and narrative that you've been hearing from The View and CNN and all these other places, now you want to get upset and say, well, you lying and all this other stuff. You don't want to go research for yourself and really get to the bottom of it. And you got black people, posting videos of schools burning down, talking about this gonna be black black schools and HBCUs in a couple of years because of Trump and all that. Were they burning down schools when he was president 4 years ago? I have yet to find a black school that was burned down under his presidency 4 years ago. I have yet to encounter racism personally. I have yet to have, people discriminate against me based on my skin color. And I've been on this earth for 40 years, and I have never been in fear of my life by anyone that was not black. So all this stuff about, and then on top of that, you are speaking against racism, but you're saying racist stuff. Make that make sense. You're speaking out against sexualization of women, but in the same breath, you're sexualizing women. Like, you have people literally, I'm like, do you guys hear yourselves talk? And you want to talk about hate and all this other stuff. The only hatred that I've seen are from people on the left. You have some on the right that, they really out there, they might say some stuff. But majority of the hate that I've seen has come from the left, have come from liberals and Democrats and progressives. All these celebrities, and matter of fact, don't get on no flights because all the celebrities supposed to be flying out of here because that's what they said. If Trump gets in office, they leave in this country. Bye and good riddance. Y'all are all demon worshipers anyway. And yeah, this might be like a little rant or whatever, but it's like people, if you cannot see at this point, this is really boiling down to good versus evil. You have people, and when I say people, I'm talking Christians, have blinders on. They cannot see what is actually happening in the spirit realm. I do not understand. And, I'm not saying Trump is perfect. By all means, like I said, I wish it would have been two different people, to be honest. But those were the two people we had, and I chose the lesser of the two evils. But as a Christian, the things that matter, you have people coming in this country illegally. I'm all for, if you want to come to America, okay, fine. Do it the right way. You have people sending their children over here. Children are missing from crossing the border. Children are missing. Nobody knows where these kids are. You have people out here that, black people, talk about reparations, all this stuff. You have no problem with them giving illegal immigrants thousands of dollars. You have no problem with them, passing all these laws and stuff in favor of the alphabet community. Kamala had 3 policies because people, truth be told, she had the only policy she had, or 3 I'm about to tell you, she was in favor of everything LGBTQ. She was in favor of everything migrants. And she was in favor of everything killing innocent babies. Those were her policies. That's what her whole campaign was for. LGBTQ, abortions, and illegals. She did not care nothing about no black folks. And you know what she did think about black people though? She thinks we're stupid. She thinks we're dumb. Bringing all these celebrities that are paid actresses. J-Lo, them fake tears. She is an actress. I can cry at the snap of a finger if I wanted to. So you have all these celebrities that are out, multi-millionaire celebrities, got these multi-million-dollar homes. They not living in nobody's hood. They don't know what's happening in the hood. They don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul to make ends meet. They don't have to decide, okay, am I going to put gas in my car or am I going to put food on the table tonight? They don't have to make those decisions. You know who do? We, the normal, average American person. And Americans have finally woken up and they are seeing through the BS, for lack of a better word, and they are saying we are fed up and we are done. Now, say what you want about Trump. Yeah, he's blunt. He's very straight to the point. But the thing about him is he's even across the board. If you white and you saying some stupid stuff, he gonna say it. If you black and you saying some stupid stuff, he gonna say it. You Hispanic saying some stupid stuff, he gonna say it. He didn't discriminate against that. If he thought you was stupid, you were just stupid. He didn't care what your skin color was. So all these people are boo-hoo crying because he won president. I'm like, y'all. Were y'all facing deportation when he was president 4 years ago? Did you have the KKK knocking on your door when he was president 4 years ago? You want to bring up the incident in Charlottesville? Where it's their legal right to walk down the street, and he has renounced, whatever you want to say, the KKK, I don't know how many times. He has come out and said that they are terrorists. But yet, people still want to say, oh, he's in favor of the KKK. But he won't speak at the Grand Duke's eulogy at his funeral. He didn't come out and say, if you're not black, that if you don't vote for him, you're not black. He ain't bringing out Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B of all the people. And Glorilla that you really could be bringing out. Y'all, I cannot. I just thank God that he has given us 4 more years of grace. And this is your time. If you ain't right with God, and I'm talking to myself too, it's time to get right because he has given us 4 more years of grace. Because if that Jezebel would have gotten in office, we would be living in modern day, we already in modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, but we would have been getting the judgment of Sodom and Gomorrah. So anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Y'all have a good day. Bye.